Sasha Vujačić won back-to-back titles with the Lakers, 2009 and 2010. The machine was automatic when the purple and gold needed it most. His 2 free throws in the closing seconds of Game 7, 2010 Finals, against the Celtics no less, sealed the championship. Our Chris Hayre caught up with Vujačić for this week's edition of Legends.
Legends, sponsored by CallJacob.com.
What were your favorite memories of being a Laker, Sasha?
You know, like for me, a kid from ex-Yugoslavia, the country actually doesn't exist anymore. It's Slovenia now. I always wanted something more. I always wanted to go and pursue my dream. My dream was to go to LA and win with the Lakers. And the most important, we play with Kobe. And that was one of the 3 things that as a 12-year-old, 13-year-old, when you mention it, everybody's laughing at you. But the family members, the people that believe in you, they do everything possible to get you on that road. When I first got to LA, you know, it was just like, oh my God, I better represent.
You mentioned Kobe, just the opportunity to not only be his teammate, but really a brother. Describe your relationship with Kobe.
Yeah, I'm still finding, still hard to, you know, accept what happened like everybody else. And, you know, he was my big brother. You're with us over there. So what I learned from him and what he gave me as an individual and a basketball player, it's kind of my duty to give it, pass it on to next generations when the time comes. But being a Laker is a great responsibility, one of the greatest. But being a Laker and playing with Kobe and having him as your big brother, you don't want me to start going, because it was, you know, the 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock a.m. workouts and stuff that we've done and the vision that we had, especially him. But, you know, I came to the Lakers not to be in Hollywood. I came to the Lakers to win. And when he realized that I'm there for basketball, that's when the story began.
It's Game 7, 11.7 seconds left in the game. Lakers are up by 2. Sasha Vujačić goes to the line for 2 of the biggest free throws in Lakers history.
And we just played terrible basketball. The entire game. Everybody played so freaking bad, but you could see that there was the integrity. There was something more. There was that pride that we did not want to lose in Staples Center. And that was what kept us going. And no matter how bad we played that day, we knew that we would never, ever want to feel again like we felt in 2008. Luckily, you know, I had a trust of my teammates, coaching staff, especially field. I remember in the huddle when there was like 11 seconds to go, and Ron started calling Phil, and he's like, get Sasha in, get it in. And he was like, calm down. I know, just, you know, so that was really rad to see. And that's the moment I live for, to be in situations where you can decide a game, or when, you know, you win as a team.
Sasha, you mentioned Phil a couple of times. In what ways did he shape you as both a basketball player and just a person?
It's tough love with Phil. You know, when you're a 20-year-old kid on the Lakers and you want to, you know, you're Kobe's backup basically, but you finish watching the games with Kobe in the last couple of minutes, you always want to play more, and you want to, but Phil had this learning material with me. He would put me in and bench me after 20 seconds. And he would do that for years, and I would go crazy. So later on, now looking back, I understand what he was trying to do, and all the mindfulness that he brought to the game, everything that he gave us. I think all of us became better people and better basketball players. Now we still speak, and I'm very proud and honored that he's my mentor. And from him and Kobe, what I've learned, I can't put it not even in words nor in a book, but I'll make sure that years from now, next generations will be able to learn from the 2 of the greatest minds that I had the possibility to grab the most amazing things from.
Sasha, you had this amazing career in LA, and now you're in a new phase of your life. Alexander Wines, tell me about the family business.
While I was in Italy with my family, first year I was by myself, and they joined me. We fell in love with the winemaking. We were in Friuli, Venezia, Giulia region, and we fell in love. My stepdad and I, we were just, you know, another dream was born in those 5 years before I got drafted. And I said, if we ever win, if we ever make it, if that first dream is realized, I would love to have a family winery for next 50 generations. 2009, first championship, we found the property. My parents went all over the place to see it, from Sonoma to St. Helena to Napa, and they fell in love with this property in Paso Robles. And it's a family story. It's something that we love. I shifted from basketball into wine for a little bit, and I'll be back in basketball at some point. Not yet, though.
Thanks for watching Legends on SportsCentral. The law offices of Jacob Emrani are proud to support the team who built the basketball dynasty here in Los Angeles. The legendary team at calljacob.com are here for you 24/7.